Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Dark Boys. I'm back again. No music, anything. I got a bum.
He makes
This
the
guy,
PAT.
This defense needs to improve
PIGTRAIL,
from front to back. The line needs to
straight
put more
bum,
pressure on the
talking
quarterback,
shit
and the
in the
defensive backs need
lobby.
to stick it to these receivers
And
for tighter coverage.
I told him to play me
And
unranked
immediately tackled.
because I wanted to see his defense. As you can see right here, I knew he was garbage right here when he put his wide receivers at tight end. Usually when people do that, that will signify to you that they ain't shit. So once I noticed it, I went into quarters and I stayed in quarters the whole game. So we moving. You can notice I started recording. It was 21-7 already in the first quarter. He was in the lobby line saying the game was competitive until the fourth
It
quarter.
looks like they're going to
But
blitz.
as you can see, when I started recording, it was 21-7. So he got his tight end. He put both of his number 4 and number 5 tight end at wide
He's hit
receiver.
and taken down.
His wide receivers at tight end. And, just
Throws complete.
dink
He's
and
hit
dunk
right away.
bullshit, as you can see. Hurry up. He hurried up the whole game.
On play
Another
action, he'll
typical
scramble.
BS
Quarterback is
bullshit.
tough as nails.
And I started laying him out. He's trying to do that.
And
Trying
he
to
makes it
roll
to
out
about
with
the
his
17-yard
quarterback and
line.
hit those
The
wide
running back
receivers
gets
at
2
tight
on the
end.
carry.
And he was able to do it for a while there.
Nice run there. They move the
But
sticks
it's
after
his
another first
defense.
down.
That defense he was using was crazy. And with
Going
my
to the end
one
zone,
little
touchdown
audible
for the
or
tight
2
end.
audible, I was
Taken from the 3-yard line.
using him, and he was
He's to the
kicking,
20.
popping that ball up short on the
Tackled at the
kickoffs.
40-yard
So
line.
I had a short field. Now, right here, that defense, look at that. He got like 10 players in this picture and only one on the outside. So I don't know what he's thinking by this, but with my audibles, I kill that. And then, just look at that. All of his guys in the center. Now here's his next possession. Now you can see it clear. He got looked like a cover 3, but when I switched the bunch formation, you could see I put the yellow routes on there. It's vulnerable, and you'll see. I mean, I like people that play like that. I motion my guy out there, and you can see that X receiver when you use that defense. And here's my next one, next formation, right? You see the routes, you see his defense. He switched. He got a single high safety back there, and from the bunch formation, I get him every time. I mean, this is a different formation now, but still everything's the
That's a
same.
great tackle at the 30-yard line. Going to blitz.
The bunch formation will kill what he's doing. And this is what he did most of the game. I was coming on man blitz, and he was just throwing it up there. Here it is again, my bunch formation. You can see the route. Now, once I move that O receiver, you see,
He's taken down.
the
Around
X
the
receiver
30-yard
is
line.
not even contested, not even covered.
Fires it out. And he's finally out of bounds at the
His
44.
defense, he started playing like that. There we go again. I move my O receiver over, and here we go again.
Complete pass,
That
and
time I
hard as he
checked
came
it down,
with it.
which I could have done all game. It's 28-21, 15 seconds left. He went on every 4th down. So
And he hits
like
him
I
hard at
usually
the
do,
31.
I play the same way my opponent do. I started going for it on 4th
Tackle
down,
made
but I
at the
think it was
15.
like once. And this is where I get him, my clock control, and he can't do anything. Look, you see I took him out of that defense, right? He started out with that BS, but by the time the second quarter ended, yeah, I took his respect. And then he just came with the same stuff.
At that point, I
know,
think Brad, the quarterback's just
wide
better off
receiver
just
at tight
taking the
end.
sack.
So I just stayed in my defense.
He scrambles.
That's all I did.
Fires incomplete.
And
He was looking for the
he
tight
was
end.
doing this. Here it is. It was 4th and 10 again, and
Brought down at the
I got
20.
the ball back. I'm driving, And now he's in a different defense, right? You see him? He's in a different defense now. He didn't know what to do. The guy was he was so confused. And then I had never run on him. And then I said I'm gonna go ahead and start doing a read option. There's another lob play, and I give that up when I do that man blitz. And then I switched right here. I went to Maryland I because now he's using a defense. It's got 3 defensive linemen, and the gaps in there. I could have ran that all the rest of the game once I took him out of that punt return safe or whatever that shit was he was running. And I'm just steady driving Maryland I. You see that? You see what I just did? Usually that worked. You have to throw it earlier so that those 2 fullbacks will pick up the blocks. And I'm steady driving. And I got a touchdown. He never changed his defense. This is my pick 6. I went zone, and he was trying to throw that same bullshit route, looked like a post route, and I picked him for 6. Now I got 55 points, 56. Then he started trying to run it again. He lost his confidence passing, right? So here he goes. He's running, and he's just confused. Now he goes back to the pass. The guy coming across on a look like a post or a drag, and he's throwing it up, and my guy's all over him. He rolls out again. He throws that post route. He scores. I get the ball back. I'm still in Maryland I, and he's just right now he's out on his feet. I got 56 points already. I shouldn't have thrown that. I got one play action play in all of my under center formation, and I shouldn't have thrown that. I should have just kept running it. But I threw it. He gets it back, and he's driving, right? See, 2 minutes left, 4th quarter. He got the ball, and he keeps doing the same thing. He got that wide receiver at tight end. And that's what he's doing. He going for the wide receiver at tight end. And I'm bringing the heat.
He tried to make a play.
Here it is, 3rd and 16 already. And he throws it up.
That's a huge,
and I knock it down. 4th and 16. He switches. He motions that wide receiver over there. That's a tight end slot. He throws it up, and my guys are all over. Now it's my turn. I'm back in the bunch formation, right? And now I'm just playing with him. I'm just doing anything now. And he's just out on his feet. 1 minute and 27 seconds left. And I go to some of my traditional formations here because he doesn't know what to do without that bullshit punt return, whatever that was. And I just started throwing it. And there I go. 63 points, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I don't know about you, but it doesn't look like he let me have 63 points. In the lobby, and I'm going to show you what I mean, he said, I gave you 63 points. Well, fuck. If you gave me 63 points, you did a good job of giving it to me because it looked like you didn't have a choice, So I just like people like this. They come back to the lobby and then just telling lies. And, that's when I told them, hey, I forgot to tell you, I recorded that game. Because a lot of people come to the lobby and then they're telling lies. Some people freeze the game and then they say the other guy froze the game and all that. You could just stop that by recording the game and show everybody, here's my last pick. This is the game, and that's checkmate. So, PIGTRAIL, you can say what you want to say, but that bullshit wide receiver at tight end, now 63 is greater than 35. And let the truth be known. You did not give me 63 points. It's just the fact that that shit that you did during that game when you started it, that moving the guys out of position and that defense you was using, that shit only works against a novice. I'm not a novice. Regardless of what you hear people say in the lobby about me not knowing how to play, yeah, you learned firsthand and you got your ass whipped. And you're lucky. That was an unranked game. If it was a ranked game, you probably would have tried to freeze me, or you probably maybe disconnect. But then when you come to the lobby and say, oh, that was just practice. Bullshit. If it was just practice, you wouldn't put your wide receivers at tight end. You know? So if it was practice, you wouldn't have gave me 63 points. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. So, you know, you gave me 63 points. It was just practice. Really? It didn't look like practice, you know? Why don't you just learn how to play the game instead of trying to learn how to do tricks? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you were serious, I probably would have played you in a ranked game. But you're trash. Now I'm going to show everybody what you were saying in the lobby. All right, everybody. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. All right, so I, I go back to the lobby, and finally, this clown comes in there. So, what does he do? The first thing he starts to spit out of his mouth is that he gave me 63 points. He said, you could see it, I gave you 63. Really? Is that what you did? Oh, okay, because I thought that I just straight up like screwed your defense by letting you move them out of position and then just quick audible in, just go to an audible and kill all that crap that you was trying to do. And I told him, you went on every fourth down. I mean, seriously, the guy outside of putting his wide receivers at tight end, see, I usually don't do stuff like that. If you can't play with the personnel you got, then you have a problem. Try to use your personnel that you have, and that will show you if you have any skills or not. If you have a problem with your tight ends, use a damn team that's got good tight ends. You know, why would you use a power team and then put wide receivers in the tight end slot? That everybody talk about cheese. To me, that's just stupid. That shows that you can't play on a high level without trying to do crap like that. Then he gets a little childish. He telling me to go to bed. He called me a crybaby. And I'm like, really? I'm a crybaby? I beat you. I put 63 on you, and you're calling me a crybaby? That's what I said. I told him I beat the shit out of you, and you saying I was crying. I thought that was funny. Then he comes back, and then he said, "Oh, that was just practice." And so I had to remind him, oh, if it was just practice, then why you never punted? And, and this fool came back and said, oh, I didn't need to practice my punting. Thought I was like, what the fuck, man? He's like, I didn't need to practice my punting. And then I, Iron Monk came back in the lobby because that was who told me to play him. Iron Monk was wondering, like, hey, what kind of defense is that he using? And I told Iron Monk, I said I fucked him up. And then this dude had the nerve. He said, "Oh, that was unranked. Come back ranked." After he just got through putting his wide receivers at tight end and then running hurry up reset glitch and then going for on every fourth down. And he's like, "Play me rank." I said, "Why would I play you rank? I stop you on third down every single time, and you went on fourth every single time. If he would have punted that ball, it probably I probably would have had like 80 something points on him. You know, you didn't play straight in that game, and then you're gonna turn around and ask me to play you rank. You gotta be out of your fucking mind. I'm gonna turn around and play you knowing you do shit like that. Ah, you retarded, seriously. And then he gets even funnier, right? He goes, you know that game was competitive until the fourth quarter. Even the announcer said, "Oh, this game's like over like from the beginning, right?" He ain't gonna come in there talking about it was competitive. It was already 21-7 by halftime. That's why I told him, "Get the fuck out of here, you crazy." And I told him he was down 14, you know. And then his defense and his crap got exposed. Then he goes, who cares? You ain't shit. And I say, yeah, LOL. Yeah, that's what I usually tell the guy that scores 63 on me. And then he's like, well, I can type all night. Like I really give a fuck if he could type all night. But I just got bored of sitting in the lobby making him look bad. So watch out for this dude, man. He's just straight garbage, you know, just straight trash. All right, everybody, it's your boy Dark Boys signing out.